There was once a time when WWE hired women based on looks rather than their wrestling skills. This led to perhaps the worst generation for female wrestling, but it also meant that WWE brought in some of the most attractive women that the company had ever seen in the early 2000s. WWE divas were once described as sexy, smart and powerful, and that is exactly what many of the women who came into the WWE through the diva surge from 2004 up until 2007 were. The following list looks at some of the most beautiful blonde bombshells who have set foot into a WWE ring over the last few decades and seemingly managed to become quite memorable to many of the WWE universe. Number 10. Sunny. Sunny was believed to be the first ever WWE diva, and despite the fact that she was unable to win Women's Championship gold during her time in WWE because the women's title was brought back to WWE until Sunny retired, she was able to lead various tag teams to championship gold instead. Sunny's girl next door innocent looks allowed her into the hearts of the WWE universe for a number of years and made her one of the most successful female managers in the WWE history. Number 9. Natalya. Natalya claims that she's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Just like her uncle, Bret Hart. Nate is considered to be a veteran in WWE right now, and as well as being the current SmackDown Women's Champion, she's also a former Diva Champion. Natalya has never allowed her family name to open doors for her. She has worked hard for everything she has in WWE, and even though she isn't like the women who have come and gone from WWE in the decade, she has been there. She is still one of the most beautiful women that WWE currently employ. Number 8. Lana. Lana is a former professional dancer and actress, and she auditioned for the 2013 Diva Search, where the winner was given a role in Total Divas' first season. Lana didn't win the competition, but she was still hired by WWE and sent to their performance center where she met Rusev, and the duo was put together on the WWE TV. Lana managed Rusev for a number of years and to a number of championships until Rusev was put on the shelf with a shoulder injury, and WWE decided that it was time for Lana to become a superstar in her own right. Lana is referred to as a ravishing Russian, and with good reason. Number 7. Stacy Keibler. Stacy Keibler is not recommended as a former women's champion in WWE because she was unable to lift gold in any form. But the one thing that made her stand out were her long 42-inch legs. Stacy slotted into many different WWE storylines after getting her start in wrestling in WCW as a Nitro Girl, but her beauty led her to becoming one of the most popular women to ever set foot into a WWE ring. Stacy went on to make a name for herself on Dancing with the Stars after she left WWE, and even briefly dated Hollywood star George Clooney. Number 6. Samurai. Much like Stacy Keibler, if Samurai left WWE right now, she would have no accomplishments to her name after making her way to main roster through NXT, where she was seen as a promising addition to the main roster women's division. Summer was then made part of Total Divas and was used sparingly on the main roster until she suffered from both back and neck injuries and was sidelined. Summer hasn't been seen on WWE TV for more than a year, and many fans believe that she could be released from the company in the near future. Number 5. Ashley Massaro. The winner of the 2005 Raw Diva Search is one of the most memorable female wrestlers in WWE, if only for her performance at WrestleMania 23 after she was chosen to pose for the cover of Playboy magazine. Ashley formed an alliance with Trish Stratus throughout her time in WWE, but after coming into WWE with minimal experience in a ring, she has always worked much better as a valet for team tags and worked well with Brian Kendrick and Paul London for a while when she was moved over to SmackDown. Number 4. Kelly Kelly. Kelly Kelly was hired by WWE when the ECW brand was relaunched in 2006, and she then became an exhibitionist on the show and would perform stripteases as part of Kelly's Expos until she was joined by Lila L and Brooke, and the trio would then perform dances and were called Extreme Expos instead. When ECW went down the pan for a few years later as expected, Kelly was moved over to the main roster where her background in gymnastics allowed her to train to be a wrestler, and she actually showed a lot of promise towards the end of her WWE career and was able to lift the Divas Championship on one occasion. Number 3. Tori Wilson. Tori Wilson is without a doubt one of the most attractive women to be ever contracted to WWE. But Tori was never given the chances she deserved and was never trained well enough for her to be pushed towards the championship ring. Tori came through WWE after being part of WCW and was mostly used as an eye candy as part of storylines that turned towards the path of a lesbian nature. Tori was finally given her WrestleMania moment back at WrestleMania 22 when she was part of a Playboy pillow fight alongside Candice Michelle in the semi-main event spot. Number 2. Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss is widely considered to be the most attractive female wrestler contracted to WWE right now. She came through WWE after sending a video audition to NXT following careers as both a cheerleader and a bodybuilder. She was then signed to the company as a part of a developmental contract that became a full-time contract a year later. Alexa then went on to manage Wesley Blake and Buddy to Tag Team Championship Gold down in NXT before WWE made the gamble and promoted Alexa to the SmackDown brand as part of the WWE draft in the summer 2016. Number 1. Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus will always be the measuring stick when it comes to women in WWE. Stratus is a former 7-time WWE Women's Champion, a WWE Hall of Famer, and is widely considered to be the greatest female wrestler of all time. Trish is now a mother of 2 and has changed significantly since her time in WWE that officially ended back at Unforgiven in her hometown of Toronto back in 2006. Trish and Lita's feud was history-making in WWE at the time, and considering Trish was signed to WWE with no prior wrestling experience, she was able to pick up the skill and go on to become one of the greatest of all time. So, do you agree with our list? If yes, then surely press the like button and leave us a comment down below. Subscribe to Extreme Joss to enjoy brand new videos every day. Till then, see you in the next one. Bye-bye.